What's up, everybody? So today I'm just going to do a quick video about some of my locally famous pictures that I've taken around the area, and some of them have been on TV as shot of the day. Some other ones, they've been on Sony's shot of the day on Facebook, but I just wanted to explain kind of, the picture, the context behind the picture and just what I was thinking when I took them. So I apologize now, I don't have screen recording. I'm literally recording the screen with another camera, which is over there. We're going to start from number 6 and work our way up to number 1. So this picture here, this is shot of the day. This is Sandbridge. This one, yeah, May 12th, 2018. I remember this day because it was super hot out there, and it was, May is not really that warm here in Virginia. The water was pretty clear close to the coast, but I did have to walk all the way from here where I parked down to here to get the picture because I didn't want to fly around people just in case something happened, which is always good because you don't know what the drone is going to do. Despite how good of a drone pilot you are, the drone can do whatever it wants. So this picture, this is another shot of the day. This is also in Sandbridge from the opposite side, and the water looks a lot different. So you can see it's not as sunny out here and it's not as blue, but this one was taken August 11th, 2017. So this was a year before the previous picture I just showed you. It looks a little cloudy here. I don't know, I just wanted to get out and fly the drone because I think that's when I got my drone. Yeah, I must have gotten the drone like a month before this. This is one of the places that you can fly, and this is the pier, the Sandbridge Pier, obviously, which is kind of a landmark, so I think that's why they chose the picture. And this is also, with the same drone, the DJI Phantom 3 Standard. These next couple of pictures, zoom in on this. This is probably one of my favorite pictures. There's a story to this. So the story behind this picture is I knew that there was going to be 3 things of interest for me for, what I was trying to photograph. The first being whales, because this was a whale trip that I went on here in Virginia Beach, which you've seen the video of it. So I knew there was going to be whales, so I, get a cool shot of a whale, maybe a breach. I knew that it was going to be a sunset tour, so I could get cool shots of the sunset on the boat. And there was also a storm coming, so I figured maybe I'd get a storm shot. And it was just really warm. This was like the most perfect day ever. It was like 75, I think, in February. This picture, I took it after we got off the boat, and it was something about, like you can see the gradient from the blue to the pink. I just love the sunset colors and the boat kind of, silhouetting against the sky. And then the other interesting thing that I was looking at was the light, and how it was just kind of green and just illuminating this part. For some reason, I just thought this looked really cool. I think this would be a cool picture if you could actually frame it and make this actually light up. Like put a light bulb or something in the picture. And this picture got shot of the day. So, on Channel 3. So that was really cool. I was really excited about that. Really amazing to see your pictures on TV, so that was pretty awesome. And the same day, I finally got the picture that I've been wanting to get when I went out on these the whale trips. I finally got my breaching shot. So I don't know if you can see this, but this was just amazing. Like, just to see something this big jump out of the water like that. Like he was showing off, and it was just amazing. Like the sun was setting, and so you can see how the light is shining through the spray, which was really cool. I just think this is a really, really amazing picture, but this was shot on the same day that I took the other picture. So that's definitely one of my favorites. The next picture, this was on the same trip. As you can see, there's a ginormous storm cloud here in the background. This picture was shot, oh, and I'm sorry, the whale picture, that the whale picture and the boat picture, both of those were shot with my Nikon D5200. Forgot to share that. So this picture was shot with my Sony Action Cam, which is kind of like Sony's version of a GoPro. That's why it's such a wide shot. But this was from the back of the boat when we were headed in, and this was just amazing. I mean, the warm breeze, the sun was setting, you know, shining into this huge cloud, and I have more pictures, but this particular picture, this one was shared as Sony's shot of the day on their website, or on their Facebook. So this was also the same trip. This is the sunset. As you can see, the two lighthouses there. So when you take this whale trip, you ride out past the lighthouses. But I just thought it was cool the way the sun was shining on the water. And then you can see the storm cloud, how it's kind of pointy. That pretty much tells you which direction it's moving. I got the sunset, I got the whale breaching, and I got the storm cloud. So I literally got everything I was planning on shooting that day. So that was exciting. This was Tropical Storm Hermine. This was back September 4th, 2016. This is probably my favorite, like the favorite storm that I've photographed yet, because I've never seen the waves as high as they were this day. So for one, I was there during high tide. It was a full moon, and of course it was a tropical storm. But these waves, they were about, I think, 12, 13 feet. And you can see, if I zoom in, they were crashing well over the end of the jetty, this thing. I mean, they were splashing over top of it. And it was just amazing to see that. It was just like, you could feel the energy from the ocean. Like, it was just angry, like just, you know, it was amazing. I also have a video about that too, which I'll put all these videos in the description. And this is the same day. If you've ever been to Rudy Inlet before, and you're looking out to Croatan, you know, and you see the rocks there, this is where this is. You can barely see the rocks. That's how big the waves were. I mean, they were 12, 13, 14 feet, swallowing the rocks. I mean, it was crazy. It was just, it was amazing. Definitely amazing. This particular picture, this was Hurricane Joaquin, I think that's the name, Joaquin, Hurricane Joaquin. This was in 2015, October 2015. I think this is when I had possibly just got my camera, I think. I think this may have been with the kit lens, this picture. So it's not as clear, as I was still learning how to take pictures, but this picture, so the story behind it is, of course, you know, I love taking pictures of storms, and I try to get down there whenever I can, but I was, you know, looking out to Croatan, like what I just showed you, where the rocks are. I was looking out at Croatan, and just kind of seeing if there was anything that I could take pictures of. The waves were not that impressive. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, you know, hey, there's a big green buoy that just washed up on, you know, between 6th and 7th Street. You should go check it out. So I'm like, okay, because I think I was just kind of wandering around at that point. There wasn't really anything to take pictures of, but this guy just came out of nowhere. So I walked down there, and it's like a mile from Rudy Inlet to the pier. So it was in between the pier and Rudy Inlet. So I get closer to it, and I see this huge buoy just kind of like chilling out, you know. So I go take pictures, and then there's kids playing around it. Like, you can see this kid here. He's just playing around this big buoy. And just to give you guys an idea of how big this thing is and how much it weighs, this thing is 6,000 pounds and 20 feet tall. these kids should not be playing around this, because if that thing rolls over top of you, you're done. Like, you're gonna drown, you're not getting that thing off. So I don't know whose idea it was to let their kids play around it, but that's not safe. I sent my pictures to News Channel 13, and they actually used this picture for the story, to tell the story about the buoy. So as they were talking about it, they kept showing this picture. You know, my family was like, "Oh, I saw your buoy on TV again," and they used this picture for like several months. So this picture was telling the story of this buoy washing up on shore. They found out that it came from the eastern shore, which is way, way up, you know, between Maryland and here. The next picture, this one is the supermoon. This one was taken November 14th, 2016. So I heard there was going to be this supermoon. I'd never really taken pictures of the moon before, but everybody was like, "Man, it's going to be like the biggest moon ever. It's going to be awesome. You got to go check it out." So I went. And of course, this is at Rudy Inlet, but I went early. I thought I was going to be early. I show up to Rudy Inlet, and there was like at least 20 other photographers there. I mean, they were everywhere. They were just scattered out all over Rudy Inlet, like where the statue is. And like, crap, I thought I was going to be early. I thought I was going to get a good spot. I didn't really know where the moon was going to come up at. Anyway, I was just kind of guessing that it would come up behind the ocean, but I didn't know where on the horizon it was going to pop up. So I knew, you know, kind of when it was going to come up behind the horizon, but I didn't know where. So I'm just standing there, you know, trying to get my tripod and everything situated. And then it starts to come up, and like this moon is huge. Like it just looked huge coming up behind the ocean. It was so amazing. But the problem was there were so many photographers there that I couldn't really get a good position, or I thought I wasn't getting a good position to take the picture. But it turns out these two people got in front of me, like in front of the shot. And it actually turned out to be like a really cool shot, obviously because it's the shot of the day, but these two people made my shot. It was completely an accident. They got in the way, but they made this a really cool shot. And I actually had to crop out the picture because there was a large like bulldozer thing over here. So this is a cropped picture. But this picture was on Channel 3 for Shot of the Day and Channel 10. I had a picture, you know, for this major event on two stations, and it might have been on another station. I can't remember, to be honest, but these are the two that I have pictures of. So Channel 3 and Channel 10 at the same time. So you've pretty much seen, you know, a handful. It's not all of them, but it's just the ones that I figured I would share so we can talk about them. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.